What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video we're going to be talking about NIO, just a continuation on what we talked about yesterday. Now before we get into this video, I'd like to remind you, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for being here, and let's get right into this video. So yesterday, the video I made yesterday, guys, NIO was right here, and I told you guys that the buyers needed to show up today. The buyers need to be in control today because we're at this next low right here. So what I was looking at was this low right here. We were right at it. We did not need to break below it. If we broke below it, then that would, signal that we're probably heading a lot lower, especially after this huge uptrend that NIO has had. So if we wanted to sustain this uptrend, then we needed to stay making, higher lows. Now, this was on the fence, and we still are on the fence. We still have quite some ways to get before we get out of danger territory. But the buyers did show up today, which was very important. And I mentioned yesterday that the market was up huge yesterday and NIO was down huge, so watch the reverse. The market most likely will be down today, which it was very flat and it was down at some point, and watch NIO to push up. And as you can see, NIO's up 3% for the day, so it did work out perfectly like I talked about, and we did get back above that 44.67 support. So guys, I've been watching this video or this line right here, and that's where we've found buyers multiple times before, and I mentioned in my last video, that's where we need to find it again. Now, do note, it wasn't the same amount of strength as last time. You notice this huge green candle right here. Notice the size behind that. This time, a little different story, but as long as we hold this 44.67 area, I do think we will be okay, but we're right on the fence, guys. We need to make sure that the buyers stay in control. If this breaks again, if this 44.67 level breaks again, I'm not too sure if we'll be able to hold these lows right here again. I think if it breaks again, guys, for the third time, I do think we head lower. And obviously, don't want that to happen. Obviously, want us to stay above it and hopefully continue this uptrend or go sideways, as I mentioned in that video yesterday. So overall, though, NIO, great day with regards to the buyers showing back up, which is what we wanted to see. So feeling a little more confident with NIO, not too worried as long as we just hold above that 44.67 level, and the next resistance, as long as we hold above this, the next one was at 48.31. So we still have quite some way before we get to that again. Just letting you guys know that's the next price point that I'm personally looking at for us to either push through or get rejected one more time. So that's what I'm looking at. Now, let's real quick talk about the overall market, and then we'll finish the video with talking about XPeng, because now I'm going to start including XPeng in my usual rotation with this because they do kind of go hand in hand. So NASDAQ, once again, we had a crazy day yesterday. It was a huge day for the NASDAQ, hit all-time highs, and now we're kind of hanging out at all-time highs. So what I'll be on the lookout for, I definitely do think a pullback is coming, but as of right now, that pullback's not going to happen until we break this level right here, which is around 14,260. Until we break that level, then we're going to pretty much be chilling up here at all-time highs, and that's okay if you are bullish on the market. This is good for you if you're bullish on the market because it's just pulling over after that explosive move up. So I'll be on the watch out for that. Tomorrow, if we break that, then we're probably heading back down lower to that pullback territory. It's what I'm thinking. But we did hold this level today, which is making me kind of half and half going into tomorrow, because I do know that we're up there. We've been up there for quite some time, meaning we've pushed up so much. But once again, though, we're holding here. Buyers are holding here. Sellers are holding up here. So let me go ahead and draw this line for you up here. So this is the point buyers need to show up to. So if you want to see the breakout, buyers need to get above this. So this is the range where we're working with right now in the futures. Very small range. Whichever one we break tomorrow, that's going to be the direction we pick. So if we break above this tomorrow, we're going to be trending up tomorrow. If we break below this level right here, we're most likely going to be trending down for most of the day, and even might continue into Friday. So those are the levels I'm looking at least for the NASDAQ. SPY, same thing. It's kind of already starting to curve over. It failed to make all-time highs, or it failed to stay at it, I should say, and now it's kind of starting its dip. So be careful with that. Keep that in mind as well. This does like an inverse head and shoulder, though, which is a bullish pattern. So maybe we do see an explosive move on the SPY coming up, but it is starting to already curve over and starting its descent down. So be careful if you're in the SPY or trading the SPY or looking at it. So let's finish this video really quick, guys, with XPeng. Let's talk about that. And it had an awesome day as well, up 4%. Follow suit with NIO. Now I would like to say, as I mentioned in my last video dealing with NIO, XPeng is looking a little better. It's making that high-low pattern. It's making that a lot better than NIO is right now. So XPeng, not too worried about that. Just needs to stay above this last low. I do think we're good as well. And obviously needs to eventually get above that $45 level so we can continue making higher highs. So keep that in mind when you go into your trading session tomorrow with NIO. Stay on lookout on that. And then also the overall market, stay on look at that. Watch that range right there. Whichever one we break up, down, that's the direction we're going to pick for the majority of the day. Either way, hope you guys did enjoy this video. Appreciate all the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one.